Here's the big travel question. Where can I go? Well, I've got some insider travel secrets of what destinations are open and welcoming visitors, what are the safe choices, and where can I find the best values. Hi, I'm Larry Gelwicks, the Getaway Guru, and welcome to my travel channel, the Getaway Guru. The purpose of the Getaway Guru is to help you see the world, travel more, and pay less. And if you're new to my travel channel, please remember the big three. Subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and if you like this video, and I hope you do, please give me a thumbs up. Well, you're watching a travel channel video, the Getaway Guru, because you and I have something in common. Yeah, we both love to travel. But during this difficult time, we're asking ourselves, where can I go? What are the safe choices? And what are the questions I should be asking myself so that I know that I'll be feeling comfortable with my destination choice? Well, here are some of the questions you absolutely have to ask yourself before you go. First and foremost, and really the most important, what are the health and safety protocols in place with airlines, hotels, and public places and destinations? The best place to get this information is on their respective websites. You want to ask yourself and find out, what are government agencies and NGOs saying about your destination? For example, I pay attention to the World Travel and Tourism Council, known by its initials, the WTTC. Now, what the World Travel and Tourism Council does is they have a Safe Travels Certificate. It's like an award that is given to destinations that apply and have to demonstrate that they are adhering to very high and strict safety and health practices. It's kind of like a seal of approval that can give me and you an extra level of confidence. Now, you can see a list of all of the safe travel destinations and information on airlines, airports, car rental companies, tour companies at their website, the WTTC website. Now, there's a link to their website in the descriptions below that'll take you right to it. Now, here's another question you want to ask yourself. How far do I want to travel? Am I going to feel more comfortable staying kind of close to home as opposed to halfway around the world? The next consideration is so important. Shop value, not just price. Now, this is one of the biggest rookie mistakes that I see in travel. People are so focused on the price, they ignore everything else. And of course, price is critically important, but shop value. And what I mean by this is, what am I getting for my price? If I were to spend just a few more dollars, can I get an upgrade? Perhaps a more convenient flight schedule. Shop value, not just price. Now, next, I want you to take a look at the Where Can I Travel blog at the Columbus Travel website. There's a link in the description below that'll take you right to this really important blog that has a list of countries and destinations that are open and welcoming to North American and U.S. visitors. Now, you'll notice that the list is not alphabetical, but rather it's listed by ease of entry and does include the entry requirements. This is very, very important because different destinations have different entry requirements. Well, there's no guarantees in our life about where we go or what we do, but I do want to give you my personal favorites, the 6 safe travel choices right now. Now, I've listed them in no particular order except the first one. Yeah, number 1 is number 1, and that's south of the border to Mexico. I really like the all-inclusive resorts. Now, I want you to focus on the tourist areas of Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabos. These have all received the World Travel and Tourism Safe Travels Award or certificate that we talked about earlier. I've posted 3 videos, one each of Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, and Cancun of travel during the COVID times. This will introduce you to everything you can expect from arrival at the airport and what's going on there to help keep you healthy and safe, your transfers, your resort, and activities in the area. Really important, there is a link in the description right below that'll take you to these 3 videos, and please watch them for the duration as there's so much important information. Well, I told you to focus on the all-inclusive resorts. Got to tell you an interesting story about one of our Getaway Guru YouTube family members. She lives back east, and she was watching one of my videos about Cancun and became so excited, she actually called Columbus Travel and booked an all-inclusive vacation. She was still a little nervous about going during this time. Well, she went ahead and went. She called us. She contacted us about halfway through her vacation and said, guys, I'm having so much fun. I feel so comfortable and safe here. Can you please extend my vacation another 4 days? Well, that's how it's going to grab you. Let's next move on to one of my favorite islands in the Caribbean, and that's Jamaica. It's beaches, jungle, mountains, but what really attracts me are the people, the activities, and the food. I mean, have you ever heard of jerk chicken or conch chowder? 2 of my favorite foods that I enjoy every time I go to Jamaica. Now, there's a lot of really good beaches and resort areas, but I guess my favorite 3 Jamaican beach and resort areas would have to include Negril Beach, Montego Bay, and Frenchman's Reef. And while you're there, be sure that you don't miss the Dunn's River Falls. It's pretty near Ocho Rios, and it's a series of steps that you walk up, very safe. Kids can do this as you move through gentle cascading waterfalls kind of rolling down the mountain. It is so much fun. Yeah, I know it's really touristy, but like I said, it is so much fun. It's something I look forward to doing every time I go to Jamaica. Next, let's move on to another favorite island of mine right in the heart of the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic, known by locals and visitors as the DR. There's an interesting new travel insurance program that will give you and other visitors a lot of confidence about traveling to the DR during these difficult times. The DR government is instituted a travel protection or insurance program for visitors. It's currently good through April the 30th, but you do want to check back because I think there's a really good likelihood they will extend the coverage. Now, what this travel protection or insurance program includes, if in the event of a medical necessity, your medical emergencies and ambulatory care are included, along with medicines, and if your illness requires you to extend your stay in the DR, your hotel or lodging costs will be covered by the government. You know, that really makes me feel good about going, that I have some protection. Well, there's so many fun things to do in the DR. Most of them are beach and water related, but don't forget the mountains, the jungles. There are so many things to do there. When I visit the DR, I like to stay in the Punta Cana area. I really enjoy the beaches and the resorts in this part of the island. Pura Vida, Costa Rica. I just love Costa Rica, nestled right in the heart of Central America. It's really a beautiful country. Jungles, white sand beaches, blue ocean waters, mountains, rivers, valleys, wildlife viewing, waterfalls, everything that you imagine a paradise to be. But what really sets Costa Rica apart are the people, some of the friendliest people on earth, and the activities. You can be as active or as laid back as you want. Now, did you know that almost 1/3 of Costa Rica are national parks and wildlife refuges? Guanacaste and Papagayo are up north and very, very popular. Moving to the central part of the country, you'll find Arenal and the Tabacan Hot Springs. What's really cool about this is that Mount Arenal is an active volcano. And don't worry, you're perfectly safe in the areas that you could view it from. One of my favorite activities and a favorite memory of visiting the Arenal area is sitting in the naturally thermal heated pools at Tabacon, the Tabacon hot springs, and looking up and watching live active volcanoes. This is just too cool. But my favorite area is still further a bit south, the Manuel Antonio National Park. It's on the Pacific Ocean side, and it's just south of Quipos and Jaco Beach. It's a world apart. Powdery white sand beaches, uncrowded, and you find that the jungle mountains cascade right down to the beach. I mentioned that Costa Rica is known for activities, and there's a wide variety. Everything that you can imagine, of course, all things beach and water. You've got zip lines, hiking, scuba and snorkeling, both river and sea kayaking, horseback riding, rainforest, golf, deep sea fishing, whitewater rafting, and wildlife viewing. Now, a great thing that you might want to try, something I have done many times, and I remember one occasion with my teenage son. We were on ATVs racing through a jungle. And I mean, it's a jungle following a trail coming to a waterfall. We parked our ATVs. We had a picnic lunch, so we enjoyed lunch right there, and then went swimming in the freshwater pool right beneath the waterfall. I mean, how does it get any better than that? Yeah, Pura Vida, Costa Rica. For our next safe travel destination, I want you to see if you can guess where it is based upon the native greeting. Yorana. Yeah, that's the native greeting of Tahiti and French Polynesia. Well, French Polynesia is actually a collection of 118 islands, including the island of Tahiti, spread over the vast reaches of the South Pacific. French Polynesia has been divided into 5 main island groups. Now, the Society Islands, one of the groups, is probably the most popular and includes the islands of Tahiti, Moorea, and Bora Bora. Now, I recently posted a video after a trip of mine to Tahiti and French Polynesia that will tell you what you can expect with respect to health and safety protocols in Tahiti, Moorea, and French Polynesia. It's a real simple title, Tahiti, Moorea, and French Polynesia during COVID travel times. There is a link in the description below that will take you to this video. Now, this is Trust Larry time. I want you to watch this video throughout before your next visit to the South Pacific and French Polynesia. I'll be showing you video and describing what you can expect not only on your flight to Tahiti, but once you arrive at the Fa'a International Airport, as you move on the high-speed ferries between the different Polynesian islands, and what you can expect at the hotel. All of these in regards to health and safety. And then I show you some of my favorite activities that you'll want to include on your trip to the South Pacific. Now, here's an interesting fun fact about Tahiti. If you were to take a nonstop flight, say from Los Angeles to Tahiti, it's about 8 hours. Flying from LA to Hawaii is just shy of 6 hours. Yeah, there's a 2-hour difference, but it's a comparable flight. And what's also really nice is that Tahiti is on the same time zone as Hawaii, and you never cross the international date line, which can kind of reset your international or internal body clock for international travel. Well, Tahiti and French Polynesia, it's got to be on your bucket list. It is complete and total sensory overload. Now, to round out our 6 safe travel choices, we're going to everybody's favorite, Hawaii. Yes, the islands of Aloha are open and welcoming visitors, and it's a great value. The best value for all of these places, but especially Hawaii, is a combination air and hotel package, all priced together. You'll take advantage of discounted airfares that are not available to you if you were to buy them separately. Now, do check the entry requirements of Hawaii and all destinations. And with respect to Hawaii, if you're planning to visit the Garden Island of Kauai, double check the entry requirements, as Kauai seems to be constantly changing what they require to visit their beautiful island. Now, there are two links in the description below I want you to pay attention to. One has to do with entry requirements to these and other destinations we can visit. And also, the other link is the COVID testing locations. You see, some destinations, including Hawaii currently, requires a negative COVID test. I don't see this as an inconvenience. I see it as a great benefit because it gives me a comfort level that people traveling with me have had a negative COVID test. So look at the description below. You'll see a link for the COVID testing locations that you'll have to do prior to your travel, and also to the entry requirements. Now, with these 6 destinations, I'm telling you right now that airlines, cruise lines, hotels, and tour companies are offering huge discounts and promotions and all sorts of freebie giveaways as an encouragement to get us traveling again. There's good value to all of them. But I'm asked, Larry, where are the very, very best values? Those really have to be Mexico all-inclusives and Hawaii. You just can't beat the prices that I'm seeing. Some of the lowest rates at great hotels, great resorts, some of the lowest rates I've seen in my 40 plus years in the travel business. Now, here is another Trust Larry time. As you make your travel arrangements, use the services of a professional, competent travel advisor. Everything is changing, not just schedules and prices, but entry requirements. Have a real pro in your corner. And please remember the big 3. Please subscribe to the Getaway Guru Travel channel. Do hit the subscribe and then the all notifications. That's the little bell you see. And please give me a thumbs up. And for the best travel deals on the planet, including the safe choices where you can travel, give us a call at Columbus Travel, 800-373-3328, or online at columbusvacations.com. And as always, stay healthy, stay safe, happy traveling.